All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another edition. This is episode 9 of CFW. Yeah, episode 9 of CFW and TEW 2020 using the Territory Days database. And it'll be an exciting show. So we have our biggest show yet. It should deliver. Let me just pull up my clipboard to kind of show you the matches we have before I book them. We have, of course, Lou Thesz in his final match versus Nick. What's his name? I'm blanking on. That's a good sign. Nick Kozak. That's right. Right when I exit out, I remember. So, Lou Thesz versus Nick. This is kind of a dumb idea, but yeah, we're doing it because I've committed to it. So 3 matches of note here, and then I think like one undercard match versus Nick Kozak. And then we have, of course, for the Canadian Heavyweight Championship, we have Thor Hagen versus Abdullah the Butcher tonight. And last but not least, on like these are our big matches. We have Tony, and I'm blank on his last name, so we're just gonna write Tony versus Buddy Rogers Choice, where basically Tony gets a shot at if he wins against the opponent of Buddy Rogers Choice, he gets a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. So 3 big matches here with very what's the word here? Um, High levels. Obviously, we have the last match of at this point in wrestling history, the greatest ever. So we'll see how it goes for there. But yeah, this is our first ever season finale show. The rule is we can pick 1 year together. I don't know how much elevation how much the season finale boost is. We get one per year where it's not set in motion. Once we start getting into pay per views, we'll kind of decide which one will be our biggest one. But for right now, as I'm tangled up here in the wires of my setup, that is my bed and my computer and my headphones. But right now, I don't need to save this. I kind of know everything we're doing. But right now, we have our first season finale, and it, of course, will be Lou Thesz's last match. Because I think even realistically, the match that would draw us the most is Lou Thesz's final match. So that's kind of why I did it. I have matches in the future that we're gonna build our specials, as I call them right now, because we don't have pay-per-views around that are like gonna be bigger or better built, but for right now, and that's more in the future. For right now, it is Lou Thesz's last match. But yeah, let me just advance the day, and I'll see you guys for Lou Thesz's final match, the show. All right, everyone, welcome to Lou Thesz's final match. You've seen the announced pre-card, and let's get to it. So, in the opening match, Roddy Piper defeated Terry Funk and Jimmy Snuka. The reason I went with Roddy Piper winning is because I think Roddy Piper is a rookie that is close enough to being able to start getting on the main show. So here we are. But yeah, Roddy Piper gets the win. Solid match by all these guys. 33. With Terry Funk getting injured, but it is what it is. It looks like so. Hopefully he gets better as time goes on. But yeah, and to open the match with a 50, we had Fritz versus Gorilla Monsoon. I mean, the only reason I don't use Gorilla Monsoon that much is basically because, well, we don't have Gorilla Monsoon on TV for us all the time. So it is what it is. So just a nice opening of 2 big names, definitely. I think Gorilla Monsoon, at least, former rivals of Lou Thesz. So a little bit of a celebration of Lou Thesz's career right there. Next up, we have a 44 solid match where Gorgeous George loses to Rocky Johnson. Rocky Johnson's definitely in line for a shot at the Canadian Heavyweight Championship sometime soon. We'll see how that all goes out. But yeah, um, this Toast and Rocky Johnson feud seems to be over, even if I forgot to end it in the game. But yeah, Rocky Johnson versus the potential winner for the Canadian Heavyweight Championship. And who will Rocky Johnson be facing in the future? We shall see. Next up, we have Buddy Rogers, basically. So I had to book around. Tony Bourne could not make it to the show. It's on a different day of the week. People scheduling conflict. But in the story of kayfabe, Buddy Rogers basically says he hired some wrestlers to beat up Tony Bourne before the show. Tony Bourne will not be here tonight, and Killer Kowalski will face off against Tony Bourne's friend, Pedro Morales, here in the next match. And next up, 42, solid match. Can't ask for much more. Pedro Morales, Killer Kowalski defeats Pedro Morales. Killer Kowalski, of course, hyped up there. So the program between Tony Bourne and Buddy Rogers is not over. So we'll see where that goes from there. Next up, a 56. Holy, what a great rating. Only 8 minutes, just a wild brawl all around town match. We couldn't do a hardcore match because the network wasn't a fan of it. So this was the compromise where it was kind of a fun match that went all around the arena, basically. Yeah, so, Abdullah the Butcher, 73 rating for him. Holy, Abdullah the Butcher is kind of a workhorse for us right now. Who would have thought? So congrats to Abdullah the Butcher there, retaining his CFW World Canadian Heavyweight Championship. Next up, we have the elaborate entrance between Lou Thesz and, just comes out, for the final time, will be coming down to the ring for his match here tonight. And in a 54, a solid match, our most historic match, Nick Kozak defeats Lou Thesz by pinfall with an airplane spin. So big moment for Nick Kozak. He wanted to prove he was on the level of some of the guys in our main event scene. He does that by beating Lou Thesz in his final match. And, Lou Thesz goes out old school on his back, though it's not really old school, it's just tradition at this point. I think we have another month of Lou Thesz, but I just didn't want to risk it. I'm like, you know what? He has till April, da 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 da. So I think we had another month of him. I wasn't going to risk it. So this was Lou Thesz's final match for us anyway. If he wrestles somewhere else in the month, that's fine. But for us, this was the end of Lou Thesz's career here tonight. And of course, they shake hands here as a sign of respect. Lou Thesz basically saying, hey, this is your show now. And Lou Thesz basically has 5 minutes to say thank you, everyone. I had four-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. It's truly an honor and a privilege to have really played a part in starting what is professional wrestling in the modern era. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you for CFW for allowing me to write off my career. I won another thing in the Canadian Classic. Didn't quite win the World Heavyweight Championship, but nonetheless, I'm very proud of being a part of CFW here and having them allow me to put on my last match. I really do appreciate it. So thank you, CFW, and thank you, professional wrestling, for giving me the opportunity to have such a great career. And yeah, 52. So not quite our best show ever. I think some of the elaborate entrance, but it just made sense to kind of by elaborate entrance. It's just him coming down to the ring and really showcasing the special moment that this indeed was. Lou Thesz should be uh, praised for a great performance. What was match of the night? That's a good question. It looks like 54, 56. Abdul the Butcher. Yeah, Abdul the Butcher absolutely deserves it. And so should Thor Hagen, because he did a good job putting over being a first rival, first person to win a title in CFW. So there we have it, everyone. The end of CFW as we know it, or the end of Lou Thesz's career. Thank you all for coming here. We'll just do a quick wrap up of the status of our company so far and everything, and we'll go from there. Honestly, a bit of a disappointing rating here. Lou Thesz's last match got a .05. So yeah, I wish we could have hit that 10,000 mark, but 989 for CFW Live, and then our TV deal. We gotta kind of renew our TV deals, but Nonetheless, let me just see here. We're 74,000 in death. Yeah. Wait, why is Buddy Rogers upset? Yeah, I don't know why he's all of a sudden angry. I thought he was just annoyed, but he's our current champion, so I don't get it. Uh, just a road agent now. But yeah, there you have it. Hopefully, we'll have Lou Thesz kinda. We'll do what we can to kind of help boost Lou Thesz's morale. But yeah, Nick Kozak, I don't know why Buddy Rogers would be angry. He was just annoyed. And the only thing is signing Lou Thesz, which was a while ago. So yeah, I don't get it, but it is what it is. So, but I think in general, our morale seems to be happy. Abdul the Butcher is very happy. Or no, it's just happy. He's happy, angry, but then happy, happy, is pleased, happy. Yeah, it just seems to be our two main guys here, but they're older, they're on their way out. They got to be used to put over the main event guys here. So it makes sense. So morale wise, we're doing really well, other than the guys that kind of our first two shows were centered around. And Lou Thesz and Buddy Rogers. Of course, Buddy Rogers is our current champion. And Lou Thesz, he wrestled his last match, but he's kind of an important road agent for us. But yeah, we got to renew some TV deals here. But should we? Because we're losing money. I think we can make a profit if we're not losing money. So we'll see how that goes. Oh crap! Did I forget to move? No, it was all normal. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully it's just the 32,000. But yeah, we've already lost a crap ton of money. So we'll see where all that goes. But basically, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Money wise, we're losing. Let's just check our size here after that. So, 29. So our popularity is climbing. We're only 6 away. I think we were 28. Yeah, we were 28. We're already at 29. So our popularity is slowly but surely coming up. So once we get to small, we'll see how everything goes there. But our attendance should climb up, events maybe and all that. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, let me just see anything else before I go for the status of CFW. Nope, none right now. So that's it for this one, everyone. Thank you for watching. We had a solid event, and let me just see events and TV. Let's just go to top 100. So we'll check top 100s. I think we're pretty close to having top 100 events. Lou Thesz's last match is a 52, so it's our best event ever. CFW Live, our go home show, did a little bit better. And matches, Abdul the Butcher, Killer Kowalski. Killer Kowalski, it is kind of weird. It's a lot of matches, like kind of like for a while it looked like Nick Kozak was our unsung hero. Then Killer Kowalski kind of comes in and does his own thing. Abdul the Butcher looked like our MVP. Nick Kozak at a certain point. So just all kind of interesting stuff. And then yeah, and then we'll go to top 100 events, TV ratings because we don't have pay-per-views. Wow. Well, Lou Thesz versus Buddy Rogers 4 was our biggest event in terms of ratings. And then attendances, we had our first sellout in Lou Thesz's last match, so that's always good. And last but not least, viewerships. Yeah, Lou Thesz versus Buddy Rogers 4 still kind of did it. So that's it for this one, everyone. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.